PIR final presentation by Zara, Chua, and Macy. Target of study is Nevers Industries, Inc., focusing on implementing the Sage software. Information systems and benefits. Sage software is an information system that manages invoice, tax, payments, billing, and tracking with some production management such as inventory. It helps organize data for easy access and speeds up the paper processes that is required when billing customers. Also, it helps manages inventory information to prevent material shortage. System development. Sage was already an existing software at Nevers Industries, Inc. when Ron, the IT employee at Nevers, started his position. Due to this reason, information on acquiring the software is lost. In an attempt to understand more, Ron did reach out to a senior employee who stated that it was the accounting department team who initiated the activity that resulted in Nevers acquiring the Sage software. However, during Ron's employment at Nevers, a project for a new software took place. During phase 1 planning of the project, Ron was appointed the project leader. The scope of the project was to find system information that is cost-effective and meets Nevers' requirements. During phase 2 analysis, there were 2 major business requirements when acquiring a new system. First, the software must have accounting capabilities to perform work orders, invoices, payrolls, and CRM functions. Second, the software must be versatile. Not only must it have accounting functions, but also production capabilities. For example, Nevers wanted a software that also had inventory system that kept track of raw and processed materials and completed products to ship out to customers. Phase 3 design. There were no special design to the software because of 2 reasons. 1, it was already an existing software at Nevers, and 2, it was an off-the-shelf software, meaning the software was already created to be used as is. Phase 4, development. During Ron's search for a new software, he realized that Sage already met Nevers' requirements. He concluded that an update to the software would be the best approach. After all parties involved in the software project agreed on his take, Ron contacts a Sage representative to initiate the update. Phase 5 testing. There were no real testing for this project, only the verification that the updates were properly functioning. With Sage being an off-the-shelf software, it's considered to be highly functional, which removed the testing process. Phase 6, implementation. During the initial implementation of Sage, Ron assumed that a representative for Sage, also known as the value-added reseller, and Nevers controller defined when the installation for the software was complete. Once verified, the final payment would be issued. This goes for the current project that Ron is in charge of too. Phase 7, maintenance. After implementation, there is a go-live process where common issues would arise and new improvement opportunities will present itself to users. Currently, Ron is the point of contact for technical issues. If there were issues that Ron needed assistance with, he would reach out to the software's technical support. Additionally, once updated was complete, Ron had to update work procedures to reflect the event and training to assist employees. Information system enhancement and performance. Sage enhances Never's data organization, such as customer relationship management, accounting systems, and production management. With CRM, it stores customers' information, such as address, phone number, when to follow up with customers, renewal opportunities, and a detailed report on customers' preferences. This help increases sales by creating a better relationship with the customers. Sage eases the accounting systems by managing income and expenses along with customers' invoice. Also, the software manages production inventory, which help control the levels of purchase inventory to reduce inventory waste. Lastly, it is a versatile software that contributes to users' software alignment. Overall, the performance has met the requirements of the company, and a majority of employees' feedback is that it is a great system.
Looking at the overall conduct of Nevers and its team in developing this software, and also if it was a success for Nevers. So Nevers does not have a developmental and implementation staff, nor any significant software development tools. Considering the small size of the company, compliance requirement is also minimal with government. A successful software to Nevers is cost-effective and efficient, and Nevers has been able to achieve that by not purchasing extra features or new equipment. And also, Nevers also, another important metric for Nevers is the versatility of a software, meaning Sage ability to be utilized in multiple departments makes it cost effective to Nevers as it reduces the need to purchase multiple software. This also creates alignment with employees and help department work together. Ron Lowe, who is the IT professional at Nevers, thinks Sage is designed in a way that is easy to use and function as intended. And this also reduces extensive training of employees because it's a very easy software to use. Next, we have our data source. So Macy Brown, our lead researcher, she conducted a phone interview with the IT professional at Nevers, Ron Lowe. So she was able to get most of Ron was able to answer most of our questions, and some of the things that we needed to do more research on, we're able to get that from sage.com. And so looking at the product development, Sage is an off-the-shelf software, which means Nevers did not have to develop the product themselves. So what they did is to just bought a software. So buying an off-the-shelf software like Sage is very common, especially in small companies like Nevers, because it's really expensive to develop in-house, and especially looking at how the company really wanted to save money. One important thing that we've learned in product development is you don't always have to reinvent the wheel, and this is an adage Ron Lowe, the IT professional at Nevers, used. He said this because it often costs less to buy an already existing software than develop it in-house, especially when given the cost and time it takes to develop a product. Lesson learned during this research. So in order to complete a successful project, it is important to have a plan and strategy, and we were able to, we realized that at an early stage, because we all had that in common, we all work hard, and we realized that a good team must communicate effectively and frequently. So we had regular meetings, we email each other regularly just to see what everyone is up to, and so that's something we've learned, to really work together. And our team was successful because we worked together with everyone playing their part. And something we've also learned is how important it is for us to have a very qualitative research, not just to, to be able to learn, to know what we're doing, and to be able to make sure we understand what is expected of us and also able to deliver. So these are some of the things that we've learned during this project.